Like, obviously, what did I expect? I wasn't putting in effort. Obviously, I was gonna fail. Hey Bellas, and welcome back to my channel. My comment shout out for today's video goes to Nitashni Ramratan. She says, honestly, you have no idea how excited I am for you. You deserve the best of everything. You're such a hardworking, inspiring young lady. Congratulations, and wishing you everything of the best for the future, and all your hard work will be paid off. Thank you so much for that sweet comment. If you want a shout out in my next video, make sure to leave a comment on this one. First of all, aren't you guys so excited that it's starting to get hotter? I'm very, very excited. I know I have a blanket on me, but it's just comfortable. Wow. So for those of you who don't know, in July, I found out that I passed all my modules for this year and I finally have my degree, BCom in Marketing Management Sciences. Now, this could have happened 3 years ago, okay? It literally could have happened 3 years ago. And the more I think of how much could have happened back in the day, the more I get frustrated. But let me take you on a journey. So I finished high school in 2012. In 2013, Trevino and I didn't really know what we wanted to do. So our parents were like, you rather just study something so you have something. So we started studying a BCom generic at UNISA, I think it was. So come semester 1, we do our assignments and that was it. We never wrote our exams. We never went beyond assignments. So if I want to go back and further my studies with UNISA, I have to do like a bridging course because it shows that I'm a bad student because I didn't finish my stuff. Needless to say that my parents were upset because they paid so much money towards that and I never studied. 2014, I worked and I was saving money and researching what I really enjoyed. And I've always liked marketing, I've always liked events. Actually, I've always wanted to be an events coordinator, like a wedding planner, because for those of you who are old like me and you remember a show on the Style Network called, what was it called? I don't know, but it was a wedding planning show that I can't remember now. Wow. What a fail. So there was this wedding planning show on the Style Network that used to be a channel on DSTV back in the day, and I really wanted to be a wedding planner. But because I'm brown, I needed to have a fallback plan, and for me that was getting a degree in marketing because it's sort of like similar industries. So I saved money, I started working, saving money 2014, and I enrolled in a place called IMM, Graduate School of Marketing, and I started studying there in 2015. When I started studying in 2015, I had quite a laid-back job. I was just a data capturer and I had a lot of time on my hands. So during my lunch breaks, I'd study and make notes and do assignments, and then I was also not driving at that stage in life. So I had to wait. I used to finish work at 4 and Trevino would finish work sometimes at like 5 or 6 or 7. So while I'd wait for him to come fetch me, I'd also be studying. So needless to say that first semester 2015, I passed all my modules because I actually put in time and effort studying. Then in August of 2015, I think it was, I started working at the advertising agency. And to me, this was so exciting because it's exactly what I wanted. I was studying marketing, I was working in advertising. It was everything that I wanted. The workload was also a lot more, and there was a lot more things to do than just me typing in stuff on a computer. So obviously, my studying took a back seat. Fast forward to when we got into Game of Thrones. We got into Game of Thrones, I think like at season 4, season 5. So, and it just happened to be around the time of exams. So it was either October or May in that year. So we would binge watch every single episode because we needed to catch up. And we'd binge watch from like 7 at night until like 2 or 3 in the morning, which meant I never studied. I did not study. I used to study like the night before or the day off and just panic. And then obviously I failed a few modules. Like obviously, what did I expect? I wasn't putting in effort. Obviously I was gonna fail. Then life happened. We started doing things more alone as a couple. We went on holidays, we bought a house, we planned a wedding, we lost members in our family, had sick people in our family. So life happened. Life definitely happened throughout this whole decade, it feels like, of me studying for this degree. But what I want you to know is that every single time that it came to an exam, and every single time I wanted to give up. I didn't give up because I knew I was gonna regret it if I stopped studying. So many things happened during these years of me studying. People have said, oh, if I was studying that, I would have finished a long time. Obviously, I wasn't studying to be like a neurobiologist, if that's a thing. A rocket scientist, I don't know, whatever. Obviously, I wasn't studying something so hectic and so in-depth. Like, I wasn't studying to be an engineer or a neurosurgeon or whatever it was. I was studying marketing, but still, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I feel like so many times people have told me I never ever wrote a supplementary exam, or if I was studying that, I would have finished a long time ago. I would never say that to someone studying something harder than what I'm studying. That just doesn't make any sense. And yes, the people who were saying that were studying things easier than marketing. Like, let's just be honest with everyone and ourselves. There's different levels of hardnesses. Ooh, that's why I'm studying marketing. When it comes to degrees, oh guys, this is so funny. So one time we went out supper with some of Trevino's people from his work that were grads from India. So we took them out and we were like, let's go have wings. We went to Hooters and it was just a good time. And they were asking me what I was studying. Bear in mind that all these people were from India and they were like super turned on. And I was like, oh, I'm studying marketing. And the one guy was like, we don't have that in India. And I was like, well, if I ever felt dumb before. I even remember one time I was sitting in an exam and the case study was AVBOB. And I think this happened just after Trevino's granny had passed away. And Trevino's grandfather passed away a few months prior to that, and his funeral was done by AVBOB. And I just remember all the green that was there and the AVBOB cars, and I started crying in my exam. And I even wrote, this is a terrible case study for people who just had death in their family. And I left just like that. I was out. I was like, I'm done with this thing. Obviously I failed. But the point of this video is just to let you know that if you are studying and you do feel like you don't want to do it anymore, I honestly felt like what I learned working in marketing and advertising is far more valuable than what I've learned studying marketing. I cannot remember a single thing that I studied over this however many years it's been, because I never ever attended classes. I didn't do classes. Not that I didn't attend, I just didn't choose that option. It was a lot more money. I didn't choose to do classes. I chose to study alone at home. So I would get my textbooks, teach myself from the textbooks, do my assignments, and then go write my exams. And it's very hard. Let me tell you, holding down a job and studying is very hard. And kudos to those mothers who have children. Obviously, if you're a mother, you have a child. To those women who have children who are still studying. I don't know how you do it. I don't think I can do that. I just want to tell you guys, just keep pushing. The thing that definitely pushed me a lot was, number one, the fact that I didn't want to regret it. I didn't want to one day be like, I was so close, I had 3 modules left, I could have had my degree and just not done it. The other thing was, and this was a very big thing for me, for those of you who know me, or for those of you who have heard this on my channel before, I always say that I don't spend money on myself. I don't like spending money on myself. I would rather spend whatever disposable income I have on my loved ones or on my house. But with my degree, all my disposable money went to paying for my tuition. So when I worked at the advertising agency, every year we'd get a bonus. Well, most years we'd get a bonus. I couldn't even buy myself a pair of earrings because I knew I had to pay for next year's studying. And it was crappy. I hated it. I wanted to enjoy my money, but I had to pay for my degree. So I definitely paid for my degree myself because I felt bad to ask my parents for money. And also I think my mother was like, we paid for your first studying attempt and it didn't work out, so now you must do your own thing. It was annoying because especially Trevino's brother, Emmanuel's birthday is in May, and I'd always be writing an exam the day before his birthday or the day of his birthday or the day after his birthday. So I could never really enjoy his birthday. There was a lot of sacrifices made, like I said, the money, my time when I was studying. But the one thing that kept me going, the main thing I think that kept me going, when I started studying this marketing degree, when I started studying, my auntie told me something, and she said, People can take everything away from you. They can take your husband, they can take your house, they can take your cars. People can take everything away from you. What is this? Oh, blanket. But the one thing that they will never be able to take away is your education. Unless you're Stefano Demera and you can like brainwash someone. But that's not the point. So that was the one thing that kept me going for so many years. That I needed to get my degree. And even though it took way longer than anticipated, I am not embarrassed to say that I failed multiple subjects because I did not study. I got out what I put in, which was nothing. Did I say it was expensive? It consumed my time. It made me frustrated because towards the end of my degree, I started realizing that I'm not a person who can study with words. I can't focus when there's too many words. I get distracted easily if there's too many words. I need pictures. I need to physically be doing something to learn how it works. So I physically learned how social media works by doing it. I didn't read a book. I had to do it. I applied myself, and that's how I learned to do things. So towards the end of my degree, I was really getting frustrated because too many words and it wasn't helping me. But here I am in 2020, the craziest year of life. After being married, buying a house, running businesses, being a social media influencer, creating content, being a girlfriend, a wife, a fiance, not in that order, working at Disney, working at advertising agencies, having very demanding jobs. At the age of 26, I finally have my degree. I am finally a graduate, Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing Management. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of myself, and I want you to know that if you are in the position that I was in, just keep going. Just keep going. I don't know what my degree is going to do for me because so far it hasn't done anything, but I do know that it's something very important to have. I'm yet to see what my degree does for me because I feel like everything happened without me having a degree. Like, I worked at Disney. I believe that this degree will open doors for me. Let's see, I don't know, maybe it's just a piece of paper, which I don't even have because of Rona. So if you are in the same situation as me, if you are studying, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Congratulations for getting this far. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into studying, especially if no one is teaching you. It's the worst. It is the worst. But congratulations on making it this far. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Link in description for merch. Thank you so much to everyone who's bought merch so far. Launch 2 is happening soon. I'm already planning for launch 3 and 4 and 5. I'm very excited. And thank you guys for all your support. Come back every Tuesday and Friday at 12:30 for a new video. Bye, Celabellas.